forget what day it is. For real. All right, happy Wednesday. We're tapping in today for Ancestor messages. This is a spiritual based live. We believe in spirituality over here. If that is not what you agree with or believe in, feel free to stay and watch, but we don't really want to hear about what you do believe in, okay? Because this is our space, all right? Just got to put that disclaimer out there because there's always people who seem to find us and want to come in here and tell us what they do and don't believe in, like we asked. We did, actually. Neither do we care, all right? Because what the hell? So I just had to put that out there. Anywho, we about to get into these messages. I'm super excited for today's reading. The last live I did was Monday night, right, y'all? For the ones who was on there, we kind of talked a little bit about ancestors. I just have to say this, right? There is no better time than the present to be completely 100% engulfed in your spiritual practice, right? Along with that, this is a time where you need to rep your ancestors, your spirit team, really awesome gang shit. I don't know if y'all can tell what's trying to happen. It's not going to happen, but there's a lot of attacks on our ancestors lately. And it's very strange to me. It's very off-putting. There's a lot of people who, for some reason, want to antagonize spiritual people and try to bully us out of our beliefs a lot more recently. Especially when it comes to ancestor veneration, especially when it comes to a lot of our spiritual practices and rituals and so on and so forth. And I'm not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it. You know what I'm saying? My grandma say I was a fighter before religion, and now I fight for the Lord. Well, I'm not religious, but I was most definitely a fighter before I tapped back into my spirituality, and I will fight on behalf of my spirit team and my ancestors because they fight for us every day. And I just feel like it's super important right now to make sure that you are loud and proud about your spirit team. Also making sure that, of course, you are upping your protection. Like I tell y'all all the time, this is the time to be as protected as possible, to really get into making sure on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, that you are covering yourself, that you are protecting yourself, that you are keeping all eyes and ears and you know, senses completely in full awareness, okay? Because there's a lot going on right now. There's a lot going on. And anytime, you know, there's some type of attack, like what's happening right now when it comes to our spirituality, our ancestry, things of that nature, it means something is brewing, okay? And I feel like if you're tapped in as much as you claim to be, because if you watching me, I know you tapped in. If you here, I know you here for a reason. You tapped in. You're not just here to look at me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we all cute and shit, but you're not just here to look at me. You know what I'm saying? I know you're tapped in, and I know you can feel what the hell is happening. There is a new energy outside and amongst us and within us, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. There is a new energy that is here, right? And it does require you to be at a certain level with yourself and with your awareness to be able to pick up on what exactly is happening, okay? Now, what I will say is, a lot of things may not make sense right now, right? But there's a lot of things that are developing behind closed doors. There's a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes. And it's just so important for us to stay consistent, stay tapped in, stay in tune, stay in meditation as much as you can, stay in constant connection and relationship and communion with your spirit team, ancestors, with your higher self, most of all. self-care, self-love is going to be very important. If you're being guided towards shadow work or doing more healing practices or any of those types of things, that makes sense with what's going on. But there's a more healing practices or any of those types of things, that makes sense with what's going on. But there's a seconds. What's up, D? So real quick, I'm gonna be putting you in a chat with Bless and another creator. He just joined maybe like less than a week ago, and he's interested in getting more serious with battles. So I want y'all to kind of mentor him a little bit. You know, he on the same type of time y'all on, but he just new to the whole space. And I want to, you know, connect him with some people that I know, number one, know what they're talking about, and then number two, will make sure that, you know, he's good if he needs anything. And just that added support system, you know, brotherhood and all of the things. So I already talked to Bless. He's cool. I ain't want to just drop y'all in no chat. I want to make sure I talk to y'all first, just so y'all can be aware. And then if everything is good, then I'll set it up a little later. Okay. All right, bet. I'll hit you after this live. All right, bet. My work is never done. Sorry, guys. We're managing several jobs here. Okay, the girl's doing a lot. Anywho, like I was saying, making sure that you're tapping in with your spirit team. Make sure you're tapping in with your higher self. Making sure that you're staying in a state of meditation. Making sure that you are in a state of constant awareness. Pay attention to what's going on around you and with you. Okay? I know, hello, my love. I know that internally, a lot of y'all also feel very different. Okay? Just on a day-to-day basis, the way that you may be thinking could be different. The way that you're feeling could be different. Your outlook, your view on life. There's a lot of things that are changing and transforming within you guys, just, you know, behind closed doors, just in the privacy of your own energy. So remember, again, as within, so without. So if it's happening internally, that means that there's definitely going to be a time period space where this is going to start showing up externally, right? Within our environment, within our experiences, within our connections with other people, within our relationships, within our careers, so on and so forth, okay? Also, pay attention to what's already happening outside of you. Look at the state of the government. A lot of people are not looking at this thing the right way. A lot of y'all are not looking at this thing the right way. I know there are a lot of people's in the uproar over food stamps. Baby, trust me, I love some stamps. Okay? I feel like as a nigga, that's part of reparations. Hello. Okay? So I get it. However, I need y'all to really pay attention to what's happening, right? Do some research on what all of these things mean from a whole different perspective versus, thank you, my love, for the gift, versus allowing a lot of these people to come in and kind of try to tell y'all how to feel and how to view things and what to be in an uproar about. Because this is how we as melanated people have gotten trapped and have gotten lost in the sauce many times before. We've allowed other people to tell us what to be upset about, when in reality we should be celebrating. We let other people tell us what to celebrate, when in reality we should be upset. We've been bamboozled long enough. Okay, it's time for us to be doing our own research. I'm not telling you to like nobody. I'm not telling you to support nobody. I'm not telling you to do none of that. I'm just telling you to go learn way more than you know at this point. And ask the questions people are not asking. That's how you find out the shit that people don't know. Okay, thank you, my loves, for the gift. I appreciate all the support. All right, so let's get into this reading. I don't know why all of a sudden I feel like my nose wanna. run. Niggas all this goddamn heat on me. Jesus, I be hot. Cut the heat on. And I'm hot. Cut the heat off, I'm cold. What the hell is going on between the sheets inside my home? Honey, I don't know. Shit. Okay, let's get into these messages. These are general messages. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it's not for you, that's okay. Sometimes messages will resonate later on. So when this is posted on YouTube, because it will be posted on YouTube, feel free to come back and check it out to see if it resonates then. All right. Now, the song that I was playing earlier, the first song I was playing is called Rescue You. There's a show on Netflix called Hitmakers. And it's basically a lot of producers who come together and just make music for different artists. And that was one of the first songs that they made. And I absolutely fell in love with it. But that was the energy that popped up, right, when I was getting ready to prepare for this specific live. It was basically talking about, you know, rescuing somebody. I will rescue you, right? And it's no coincidence that that popped up as a song choice in my energy as I was preparing for an Ancestor reading, right? So I do feel like that there is, I don't know why I keep hearing the word sovereign, but I do feel like that there is some type of assistance, help, reparation, right, if you will, that is coming in for a lot of people. And this is going to be one of the things that takes you from where you currently are to where you're supposed to be, right? Now, we did a reading last week. That's on YouTube for those who want to go check it out. Link in the bio, or you can type in PocaSPEAKS on YouTube. We did a reading last week, last Monday, that talked about how we are entering a shifting period, right? And there's a lot of new things that are going to become available to us, and a lot of new opportunities that we're going to be able to have, right? That nobody in our bloodline has had before, nobody has experienced before, and some of us are going to be the first partakers in this new energy. And some of it is going to come through the form of some unexpected opportunities or happenings, right? So kind of within the same vibe, kind of within the same realm of things. Hello, my love. Thank you so much for the heart me. Kind of within the same vibe and within the same realm of things is this message, it seems, right? Just from what I've gathered so far and what I'm picking up on so far. We are for sure 100%. Thank you, my love, for the heart me. In a state of transition, right? Some of us, you know, more so in the beginning stages of it. Some of us a little more into it than others. But nonetheless, we are transitioning, right? Nonetheless, there's something happening here, and I hope y'all paying attention. I hope y'all paying attention, not only to what is already happening, but just being in a constant state of awareness so that you can hear, see, feel, understand, right? Whatever the next steps may be for you personally on your journey. This whole last quarter, right? Because we're about to officially move into the last quarter of this cycle. We're closing out the third quarter. Right, third quarter being Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius season, right? So once we close our Sagittarius season, then we're going to be moving into the fourth quarter of this cycle, which will then be Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces energy, right? So before we go into this resting period, which is the last quarter of the cycle, right? Cycle, not year, right? Year is man-made, cycles are spiritual. Right? Nature runs in cycles. Humans run in years, and we not human. Hello. So before we get into the last quarter of this cycle, right, that we're going through and that we go through every single so many days, right? There's still some things left to receive. So I don't want anyone to stop paying attention, stop tapping in, stop being aware, stop, you know, flowing with your intuition, because we still have 2 more seasons or 2 more zodiac signs or energies to go through before we are out of what I call the harvest season, right? So the 3rd cycle is harvest season. We're still in the midst of a harvest season still, okay? We literally just kind of began that season with Libra. So as Libra starts to dwindle away, which today I think we actually go into Scorpio. What's today's date? The 21st, right? 22nd? I think we're officially in Scorpio now. So shout out to all my Scorpios. I love y'all. Okay, I love y'all real bad. Real bad. From a Gemini to a Scorpio, baby. Y'all are some of my faves. Okay? Love y'all real bad. Down. Okay? So shout out to y'all. Happy solar return. Happy early solar return to all of my Scorpio babies. Have an amazing season, because y'all deserve it. Y'all been going through a lot. Y'all deserve it. But anywho, as we are in Scorpio season, understand that Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Now, what just happened to Pluto last week? For those who are paying attention, for those who was in here, for those who was tuned in, what did Pluto just do? Thank you. Pluto went direct last week, which means it came out of retrograde. Pluto was in retrograde for 16 years. Okay? 16 years. I want you to take a second to think back to where you were 16 years ago and where you are now. Okay? Pluto being the planet of what? Death and rebirth, transformation. Right? Okay? That specific planet was retrograding for 16 years. Alright? Now, and it is the slowest moving planet, which is why it took its time retrograding. Alright? Now, thank you so much for the beans. Pluto is direct, and not only is it direct, but it is direct in Aquarius. Aquarius being one of the most original, you don't know what you're going to get signs that we have. Okay, Aquarius is prides itself on being different. It prides itself on doing something that has never been done before, offering something that's never been offered before, creating something that's never been seen before. Very, very original, organic energy, right? Energy, I-N-N-E-R, energy, right? So now we have the planet of transformation moving forward direct for the first time. To add on to this, the first time in our lifetime are we seeing Pluto in Aquarius. Nobody alive right now has ever been alive while Pluto has been in Aquarius. So this is a lot that's happening right now that is adding to the transition and why this season is so different than any other season that we've ever experienced, and why this period of time is so different than any period of time that we've ever lived through. Which is why so many different opportunities, so many different things are happening. And we just had Pluto go direct in Aquarius. So it hasn't even been there a week. I think today might make a week. Maybe. It hasn't even been there. 2 weeks, 14 days, 30, a month, a year. We baby stepping into this new cycle, into this new season. You know what I'm saying? I'm crying, not Pluto. So it's very, 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 very crucial for everybody to maintain connection with their intuition and their higher self. please, as much as you can, do not get distracted and do not get turned off of the things that your intuition is telling you to do simply because it seems crazy. It seems out of the box. It seems unconventional. Because it's going to seem like that. There are no ideas that you're going to get during this season, especially if you're tapped in, tuned in. You consider yourself a chosen one. You consider yourself a spiritual being. Thank you, D. I appreciate you. There is no intuitive message, advice, next steps that are going to sound normal. It's just not. It's all going to be like, what? Why do I feel the need to do this? And it sounds outlandish. Like, why do I feel the need to just quit my job and move to the other side of the country? Why do I feel the intuitive need to just start this business from the ground up with $5 in my pocket? Why do I feel the need to just leave this relationship even though I've been here for so long? I don't even really know why I'm leaving, but I just feel the need to leave. Why do I feel the need to have another baby? And yeah, it's not going to make clear sense, is the point that I'm making. It's just not. And it's not supposed to. Because you have to, new ushers in new, right? New energy ushers in new things, right? So you have to have these new ideas, this newfound creativity, right? In order to connect with what's actually for you in this whole new season that we're stepping into. Because when I say nothing is the same and nothing will be the same, even the shit that you're used to doing that used to work, I bet you're noticing that shit is not working anymore. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. The shit that don't serve you no more, the things that cannot go with you to this next place, it don't work anymore. You're not feeling it no more. Some of y'all just like, I've been friends with these people for all these years and I'm just not feeling it. I just feel the need to not be their fucking friend no more. I don't know what it is. When I get around them, it's different. When I talk to them, I don't want to answer the phone. I done muted the group chat. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this job for however long. I thought this was what I wanted to do. I may have even went to school for it. I may even have a degree in this particular area. But baby, I'm over it. It's just something I just feel like I woke up one day and it just wasn't hitting no more. And ever since that day, I just have not been feeling it. That's the type of energy that we're in right now, where we're so sensitive to the changes and the transformations and the transitions that are happening, that we can no longer exist in our regular day-to-day cycles and our regular day-to-day energy and just be cool. In our regular day-to-day relationships and connections, it's not working. It's not working, right? And again, all of this is for a reason. All of this is for a reason, because of the season that we're in. Thank you, my love, for the beans. I appreciate the love. It's all because of the season that we're in now. If you're looking for that old shit to work, it's not going to work. If you're looking for that old relationship to hit, it's not going to hit. If you're looking for them old friends to still do it for you, they're not going to do it for you. Now, all of a sudden, when you pull up in your driveway, you pull up to your house, you feel like you don't need to live here no more. Well, I suggest you start looking for somewhere to go. I suggest you start house hunting, apartment hunting. You pull up to work, headache instantly. Over it. Annoyed. Thank you, my love, for the heart me. Annoyed. I want to go home already. Used to wake up excited for work. Some people used to wake up excited for work. I don't think I've ever woken up excited for work. Right? When I was 9 to 5 in it. I don't think I was ever excited. But some people used to wake up excited for work. They love what they do. Now it's just like, ugh. I guess I'll go in here. Even if you work from home, it's just like, ugh. I guess I'll clock in. Thank you, my love, for the rose. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, I guess. You used to love this damn job. You used to be excited to help people and do whatever it is that you fucking do. Now it's just like, right? Because the spirit, the soul elevates before the physical body. The spirit, the soul elevates before your surrounding environment. So energetically, you've already transitioned, my love. And some of y'all can probably pinpoint the very night, the very day that this transition occurred. If you think about specific dreams that you may have had leading up to this transition, I'll say within like the last 2 or 3 months specifically. So we'll go back to like July, August-ish, right? Some of y'all can go back and think like, damn, I did have a dream about me in water, or walking across a stage, or graduating, or in a classroom, or, you know, talking to a specific ancestor, or something, you know, along the lines. Or I had a dream about me working in a whole nother career, or from a whole nother building, or driving a whole nother car, or living in a whole nother house. You had some type of notice, right? Because the soul is in direct connection and direct alignment with the body. So the soul will let the body know, like, hey, boo, we moving on. We're no longer there anymore. Hence the dream. Dream was a way of the higher self letting you know we graduated. Okay? All that bullshit we was doing before, no more of that. All them people we was around before, cut it out. You were no longer the same after this instance, after this experience. And if you haven't experienced that message or download from your higher self, one or two things are taking place. Either you haven't transitioned just yet, so it's coming, right? Because some people, we're all in different stages of this thing. We're all in different stages of this thing. So if it hasn't happened yet, that don't mean it's not going to happen. That just means it didn't happen yet. Excuse me, right? So either it's coming or you missed it. This is why paying attention and being present is so important. Thank you, my love, for the roses, because we'll miss it, and it'll be the smallest shit. The higher self, our spirit team, when it gives us these messages and downloads, it ain't never no loud, boisterous, in your face. You know what I'm saying? It's never all of that. It's very matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? It's very, this is what it is. Hopefully you caught it. Hopefully you was paying attention. All of them synchronicities that you saying, you think you're saying that shit for no reason? Not to say as spiritual beings we don't always see synchronicities, because we do. But there are certain numbers that's been following your ass. Stalking. You might need to do a police report. It's been showing up every goddamn where. On your receipts, on people's license plates. You randomly look at the building. I was watching a football game yesterday. I've been seeing the same number for the last, I want to say, 2 or 3 months. Consistently. Every fucking where that I go, everywhere I look. I was watching the football game. I wasn't even watching the football game, because I don't give a damn about football. I'm watching, you know, peeping the football game because somebody around me is watching it. I just so happen to look up. As I look up, the player had the exact fucking number that I kept seeing. The only player on the field with this number, by the way. I said, well, what the fuck? Driving in the car, maybe a day later after that, just so happened to look to the side and seen a building that I drove past, I don't know how many motherfucking times, but this time I paid attention to the building. It's that same number. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Got a receipt. The total to my receipt was that same number. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Where no matter where you go, what you doing, it's stalking you. For some of y'all, it may not be numbers. It may be animals or insects. When I say animals, I mean all living things that are not human. So a fish, a turtle, a bug. Dreaming about it, seeing it, all types of shit. It's continuous messages, download over and over again. If you're not paying attention to these things, you're missing it. You're missing it. That's like a beacon. It's like the damn North Star. And we be the same motherfuckers like, I don't know what to do next. I don't know where to go next. I don't know what the spirit is trying to say. Baby, you're not even paying attention. So if they were speaking this whole time, you for sure missed it. You need to be tapped all the way in. If you've never tapped in before, let this be the time that you really go crazy. What type of discipline do you think teenagers need these days? Are we talking about spiritual discipline? If you have not tapped in before, you need to go crazy in this season. You need to go, when I say crazy, you need to go insane in this season. You need to be paying attention so much, you think every little thing is a sign. Usually I tell y'all don't do that shit, because y'all be taking it to hell. I had one person inbox me a couple years ago, like, I was smoking, and then the smoke, usually the smoke be like regular, but this time the smoke was like twirling in the air and it was blowing away. I said, baby, did you have the fan on? I don't think that was a message, boo. I think you just had the fan blowing. A little AC action. You know what I'm saying? No tea, no shade. I get it. Thank you for asking me. But I think a little bit of a reach. You know what I'm saying? The arms along with this one is all I'm saying. So usually I don't tell y'all to go that deep into it, because y'all will come up with some shit, man. So usually I don't tell y'all to go that deep into it, because y'all will come up with some shit, man. In this season, there are things that y'all need to be paying attention to. For sure. That you normally probably wouldn't pay attention to. There are things that you need to be looking at. There are things that you need to be reading. There are things that you need to be researching. There are things that you need to be studying. There are things that you need to be completely aware of. Go back to some of your old studies. The things that you start studying when you first got back into your spirituality. And when I say got back into it, we are always spiritual beings. Right? Some of us, you know, you come back into this realm, you forget. You had to wake yourself back up. Get it, got it good. You know what I'm saying? So when you first got back into this thing, what was you studying? What was you looking into? What were you researching? Right? How involved were you at that time? Remember how excited we was when we first tapped back in? That's the type of excitement you need to have in this season. just like that was a transitional stage for most of us, right? A more independent transitional stage, but nonetheless, it was a transitional stage. Just like that was a transition, and you walked into this journey, right? You had to let go of some people. You wasn't feeling certain things no more. It's very, very similar energy. The only difference is we're all experiencing this new energy together for the first time. Right? We're all experiencing this new energy together for the first time because it's new to everybody. Nobody got the full scoop on this thing because it's so individualistic, yet it's community at the same time. So we all have our own individual experiences that we're going to have with this new energy, but we're also, as a collective, moving into a whole new space. Going back to why they're attacking Ancestry so much. Just pay attention to what's happening. You'll know where we going. They attacking spirituality. They attacking Ancestry. Right? Now, I've been seeing a lot of my people ride for our people, and I'm here for that. Power to the people. Black don't crack, and it ain't never been whack. You know what I'm talking about? I'm seeing y'all go ham. I'm seeing y'all in these comment sections. I'm seeing y'all making y'all videos. All of the things. I love that. Thank you, Virgo. I appreciate you, my love. I see y'all doing y'all big one. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. Because not only is it an attempted attack on us mentally, but it's also trying to make us question, right, why we do what we do, and if there's any significance in doing what we do. We know it is, but sometimes shit can't get in your head, which is why this is a journey, and we constantly have to make sure that we're opening ourselves up to our higher self. Not no random ass person in the clouds. You know you see you every day. You're not no damn stranger to you. So as long as you are open up to you, you'll be okay. Alright, let's get into these messages. That was a long ass opening, but we ended at 555. I love to see it. 555 is all about what? Unexpected change. Okay, so Spirit said, hey, you know, you just ran your mouth for a long time. But alignment. Synchronicities. Hello. You was yapping, but you landed the plane, girl. You landed the damn plane. Thank you, Solomon. I appreciate the gifts. All right, let's see what comes out. Again, these are general messages. Feel free to share this video with anybody that you feel like could get something from it. Shout out to all of my newbies. If this is your first time checking me out, feel free to drop a heart. Come on, man. Stop playing. Expect Miracles is the first card out. I know y'all know we don't play over here. Instant confirmation all the time over here. Thank you, my love, for the beans. I appreciate it. Instant confirmation over here every motherfucking time. Shout out to my newbies. Custom Strand, shout out to you. Kat, shout out to you. Thank y'all for joining. Make sure that you follow and come back. Solomon, shout out to you. Expect miracles and surrender. This is the same energy. Y'all see how they have the same similar open energy? Like just open and ready. Just open and ready. Okay, they both just like give it to me. I'm hearing that part from SWV Rain when they be like shower me, whatever. They're like fall down on me. That's what I'm hearing when I see that. Right? It's being open, it's being available. Again, thank you, Victoria. Going back to the energy of awareness. In order to be aware, you have to be open to the things in your space. Right? I can't pay attention to what's happening if I'm not tapping in to my environment. So with you surrendering to this process, surrendering to your intuition, expect miracles. And when we talk about miracles over here, we're not talking about no play, you know, fairy tale. We're not talking about that. We talking about real, we don't even know how this came together and happened as perfect as it did type shit. Unexpected. I was just minding my business, doing what I'm supposed to do, tapped in the way I'm supposed to be tapped in, and boom, right in my lap. It just, boom. I don't know how this shit happened. I don't know where it came from. Right? We talking about randomly meeting somebody and they know somebody that knows somebody, and then you got this opportunity. Right? We talking about stumbling, almost stumbling into your miracle. Stumbling into what's for you. Unintentionally. I didn't even know that this was behind this door. It's giving The Price is Right. Y'all remember The Price is Right? I might be showing my age a little bit. Damn it. Whatever. I'm confident. Y'all remember The Price is Right? And they'll turn them little things around and it'd be a brand new car or a certain amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Just be shit. You don't expect, you like, what the fuck? I didn't know that was going to be behind there. You know what I'm saying? It's giving that. It's like, I didn't know that would be behind door number 1. And the gag is, it's multiple doors. So it's like, damn, this is behind door number 1. What the fuck is going to be behind door number 5? It's giving that. What the hell is going to be behind door number 7? This was door number 1? That type of thing. Like, there's no way that I'm getting this already and you're telling me there's more to come? What? And I don't want y'all to just think, thank you, Bruce. Shout out to Bruce. I don't want y'all to think that this is just materialistic stuff. That's how we trap ourselves into not receiving what is actually for us, because we're waiting for everything to come in the form of a dollar sign. Some of your biggest and most valuable abundance and prosperity will not have a dollar sign on it. And you really need to understand that. You really need to get that in your energy so that you don't limit yourself and miss out on what is actually for you. Everything don't have a dollar sign attached to it. That is very, very human based. We are spiritual beings, so the greatest rewards that we can receive will always be spiritual first. And money ain't nothing. The more you keep looking at money like, I gotta have it, oh my God, I want it, I gotta have it, you're never going to get it. Because would you want to, think about it, would you want to be in relationship and connection with somebody who act like that? It's giving where my hug at. Don't nobody want to know where my hug at as abundance and prosperity. Don't nobody want that. It's ill. We don't want that. You text somebody, oh, I'm in the shower without me. It gives that. See what your face just did when I said that? You scrunched it up like, ew. That's what it sounds like. That's what it looks like when you chasing a dollar. Ugh. It's gross. Nobody wants that shit. When you stop looking at money like that is when you actually attract it. Because at that point, now the money wants you. Which is how it should be. It should be chasing you. Its value is not greater than yours. So why would you be chasing something that doesn't have the value that you have? Sometimes you just gotta make that shit make sense. This world has conditioned us to put value on everything outside of ourselves. So we chase those things. But if you realize the more you chase it, the further you get from it. People who make the most money don't care about it. They don't care about the money. They may care about the things that the money gives them access to, which is different. Now that's valuable. Travel, valuable. Providing for your family, valuable. Make sure your baby got clothes, valuable. The money itself is not valuable. So if you switch that little thing in your head, you'll open yourself up to a whole new realm of possibilities, and you'll actually start to see how much value you already do have in your life. Because we skip over a lot of the things that we do have, a lot of the profit that we do have, a lot of the abundance and prosperity that we do have. We skip over that shit because we chasing a dollar sign. As if you didn't wake up in a heated house. That's valuable. As if you weren't able to feed yourself. As if your children don't got shoes on their feet. As if you didn't put your key in the ignition and start that damn car. I don't care if it's a Prius. You started it. The bitch came on when you turned it. Did it not? I don't care if the brakes is screeching or not. It's driving. When you start to be more thankful and grateful for those types of things, you form a whole new relationship with abundance. And I know it sounds cliche because we hear it all the time, right? Or this is not the first time that you've heard it. So it gives a little cliche action. I get it. Understand, overstand, understand. I got it. But tap into it and watch things change. Tap into it. Because would you continue to give somebody who wasn't even appreciative of the gift that you gave them already? Probably not. Would you continue to do for somebody who wasn't appreciative of what you've already done? Probably not. Right? We know that the universe operates off of a give and receive system. What you put out is what you get back. So if I'm putting out being ungrateful, that's the energy I'm giving. I'm ungrateful. So what? I woke up in this house. So what? I drive this car. So what? I'm able to do X, Y, and Z for my family. So what? My kids got this, and that. So what? I got this, and that. So what? I want money. I want $1 million. I don't care about that. I want this. So what? What you think the universe gonna give you in return? You think they're gonna give you something more? They're gonna match that energy. I'm gonna give you some so what ass energy back. What you put out, you get it back. So imagine you spend the next 7 days, and we can even do a challenge, right? I challenge you to a duel. No, I'm just kidding. I challenge you for the next. Let's start light. Cause somebody heard 7 and 8, and they whole ass cheeks got tight. I don't want you to get tight in the ass. So let's start lighter. The next 24 hours, starting from whatever this time say right here on your end. That starts the clock. For the next 24 hours, I want you to over obsess when it comes to things that you can be thankful for. I want you to be grateful for every little thing. I mean the smallest fucking thing that you can think of. I don't care. If you walk outside and you see a penny on the ground, like, oh my God, I'm so grateful that I came across this penny. I'm up 1 cent. I'm so grateful. Somebody hold the door open for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Somebody let you over in traffic. Thank you. Even they can't hear you. Oh, I'm just so grateful that somebody was kind enough to just let me over. Over obsess over the next 24 hours in regards to gratitude. And I want you to come back tomorrow, because I'll be live tomorrow. Come back tomorrow and tell me what new things you received after that 24-hour period, or even within that 24-hour period. Because it's instantaneous. It don't take the universe long to readjust to your energy, because it's constantly just giving you what you put out. So the minute that you change what you put out, it's going to change what it's giving you instantly. It don't take a long time. It don't take no long time. That's what manifestation looks like. I'm putting out a certain energy and I'm getting a return on that energy instantly. It's not going to take 5 years. It's not going to take 30 days. That's time. Again, we not humans, so we don't care about time. Time don't exist where we at. Time does not exist in the spiritual realm. So why are we worried about time? Why are we putting a clock on anything? Right? They created all that shit to fuck you up too. Spiritual people don't give a fuck about no goddamn time. We know things can happen like that if we wanted it to. If we was aligned with the energy, it can happen just as quick. Right? So the next 24 hours. If you up for the challenge, drop 100 in the comments. Just drop 100 emoji. That's all you gotta do. Drop 100 if you with the shits. And I'm gonna be paying attention to see who with it when I come back on here tomorrow. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It don't take much. It don't take much for you to do nothing. All you gotta do is show gratitude for the next 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? Your kids do something, they pick up the pencil for you. Thank you so much, baby, for picking up that pencil. I really appreciate you. Gratitude will transform your relationships with the people that you love. Show a little extra gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Your wife give you a little extra scoop of mashed potatoes. Babe, I appreciate you so much. You know what I'm saying? Your husband bring you a donut from the 7-Eleven because he know your fat ass like them goddamn donuts. Baby, thank you so much. I really truly appreciate you. You can add a little more season to it. You just always know what I want. I'm just thankful to have somebody like you in my life. Thank you, my love, for the beans. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Just when I say over obsessed for the next 24 hours, just take it to the highest. And people are going to look at you like you crazy. Especially if this is not your normal energy. People are going to look at you like you're psychotic. And that's okay. But I promise you, the response that you start to get will be completely different. The way that people will treat you will be completely different. And this will only be for 24 hours. So imagine you doing this for 30 days. Imagine you stay in this energy for 3 months. Imagine you stay in this energy for 6 months. Imagine a year of you just being grateful. If you know me, y'all know all the time I be like, I really appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate this. I appreciate that. I'm thankful for y'all for this. I'm thankful for y'all for that. I don't care what it is. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for just showing up. Thank you for just watching me. I be sounding like a broken record. I appreciate this. I appreciate that. Appreciate. Baby, I'm going to appreciate you to death. For real. And I don't want for a damn thing. And I ain't struggling with shit. And I've been taken care of for years. Off simple changes like being appreciative and showing gratitude. Even for people who may not be like, you're welcome. So what? I'm not saying it for you. I'm saying it because I mean it. Now, whether you receive it or not is your business. So don't get caught up in that either. They didn't even say they was welcome. They didn't even say, you know, they didn't respond. So what? That's the energy they putting out. You worry about the energy you putting out. Because that's all that counts for you. Their energy don't got shit to do with what you receive. Don't nobody care about that. Gratitude is the attitude. Next 24 hours. I know y'all can do it. Psychic abilities coming out. Now, we've been talking about for a while over here how some of you guys, look at new beginners at the bottom of the deck. We've been talking about for a while over here how some of y'all have been feeling an increase in your psychic abilities. For my dreamers, right? For my people who get messages and downloads of the dream space, that shit didn't upgraded. For my intuitives, that shit didn't upgraded. For my empaths, that shit didn't upgraded. Right? For my healers, that shit didn't upgraded. Whether you heal through your food, whether you heal through a hug, whether you heal through your energy, whatever you do, whether you heal when you teach, healers come in all different sizes and shapes and forms, baby. Ain't no one size fit all when it comes to gifts. Right? Gifts have been upgrading. The ringing of the ears have been going crazy. Confirmation. I'm even hearing there's a rebalancing even happening within the body, to the point where some of you guys are feeling dizzy, especially if when you're asleep and then you wake up and you get up, right? Some of it could be linked to blood pressure, but all in all, it's happening because of this spiritual transition. Almost as if the physical body is morphing with the soul. Like the relationship is getting more intertwined. There's a tightening of the bond between ego and higher self, aka physical body and soul. Right? So pay attention to things like that. Make sure that when it comes to the heart, specifically if you've been having like heart palpitations, heart issues, pain on the left side, any of those types of things, there's some shadow work that needs to be done within the heart chakra or the heart space. So make sure that you're doing something for that. We understand over here that health is linked directly to spirituality. I did a whole video on that. That's also on YouTube if you want to check it out. Bruce, can you pin the YouTube again? For my big old people, it's PocaSPEAKS. So just copy that name and type it in on YouTube. I did a whole video talking about the relationship between the physical body and the spiritual body. Okay? Thank you, Bruce. And how certain things will trigger the physical body if it's off in the spirit. So use that video as a foundation for your research. Don't just take what I said and just go with it. Use it as a foundation for you to research even further into that specific portion of knowledge and information. Okay? Because a lot of the physical things that you guys are going through are linked directly to what's happening in your spirit. And remember, anytime there's a period of transition, there's a period of release. There's a period of letting go. There's a period of throwing old shit away, right? When you move to a new house, when you move to a new apartment, you're always not only packing up stuff and buying new things, but you're also throwing old shit away. I'm going to this new space. I don't need this old ass thing. I'm gonna get a new one. I don't need this old couch. I'm gonna get a new couch. I don't need this old bed set or whatever. I'm gonna get a whole new one, right? So there's always a process of releasing and letting go of old things before you move on to this next new space. Even when you buy a new car, you clean out your car, you throw shit away that was in the old car, right? This is always just a part of the transitional process. So not only is that happening when it comes to relationships and connections and jobs and all of that, but it's also happening within our being. Okay? So if certain health things have been prioritized lately, thank you, my love, for the gift, tap into that. If you've been feeling the need to go get a little checkup or go to a Chinese herbal doctor or something and get you some herbs, or start your weight loss journey or your weight gain journey, however it works for you, because everybody not trying to lose weight, or reforming your body or toning up, or just simply exercising to maintain your strength and vitality, and you want to eat cleaner and whatever. It is all a part of this transitional phase, this transitional period that we're going through. Okay? Also, if you feel your gifts heightening, make sure that you're spending more time in a state of awareness when it comes to those gifts. So for example, if you are a dreamer, right, and you feel like your gifts are heightening within the dream space, make sure that you're writing down those dreams and that you're meditating on them more than maybe you did before. Right? If you are an empath and you're starting to pick up on more stuff and feel more stuff and whatever the case is, make sure you sit with those feelings a little bit more than you normally would. Right? So that you can start to build a different relationship with those gifts and be more in tune with the way that they are even transitioning within you. Right? It's like when these iPhones update, when we get a new software, new iOS, sometimes I gotta sit there and just play around with shit just to see what's new, what changed. You know what I'm saying? What's different than the phone before? How this work over here versus how I was working over there. You know what I'm saying? If there's any new buttons to push, if there's new emojis, if it's new features, if it's new blah, 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 because we went through a software upgrade. It updated the software. And I need to get, reconnected with this new software because it's new. I've never had it before. I've never seen it before. Right? Same thing with your gifts. You need to kind of go through and just sit with certain stuff so you can get familiar on the updates and the upgrades, because with the upgrades of your spiritual gifts, you can go further than you used to be able to. But you won't know that until you push yourself out of that comfort zone. Because even with our gifts, we limit ourselves. And I'm speaking from experience. There's been things that people have, been like, hey, Poca, I know you could do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Because you just gifted. I know you can do this. I know you can do that. And I'm like, no, the fuck I can't. I can't do that. Until one day I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. And I do it, and it hits, and it's accurate, and I'm completely within my realm of abilities. So sometimes you just don't know until you take it there. And you push yourself completely out your comfort zone. And sometimes that may come in the form of somebody coming to provoke you out of your comfort zone. Okay? Hold on, y'all. Let me check this text real fast. Alright, let's see what else is here. Protection. I feel like this and the Expect Miracles card came out when we did the first reading last Monday for those who were here for that. Look, blessings and abundance at the bottom of the deck. Travel. And then angelic protection again. Are you kidding me? Are y'all kidding me? When I say you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing that scene in the color purple towards the end when Silly said, until you do right by me, everything you touch is gonna crumble. That's the type of protection that spirit is talking about. That's the type of protection that spirit is talking about. People cannot treat you, do you any type of way. People cannot handle you any type of way. And guess what? You don't have to fight. You don't. You simply do not. You don't have to fight. You don't have to fight. Fight for what? Fight who for what? Why? It'll take care of itself. Because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, especially if you are operating in your abilities, right? Especially if you are showing up the way that you're supposed to. Especially if you're doing the things that you are supposed to be doing. You don't have to fight. You're absolutely protected. It is what it is. And one thing that pisses people off is when they cannot get the same response from you that they used to be able to get. You wanna piss somebody off? Show up different. Meet them in the same place. Not even the same place, but meet them where they at different. Whole new version of yourself, whole new energy. Meet them there different. They expect for you to come a certain type of way. They expect for you to talk a certain type of way. They expect for you to feel a certain type of way. They expect to argue back and forth with you. They expect to be angry and for you to be hostile and for you to want some get back, and they're expecting all this from you, and you show up like not I don't have anything for you. I don't have a remark. I don't have anything for you, actually. I hope you have a fantastic day. If anything, I hope that you have a great day. I'm going to disconnect this call because obviously we're not seeing eye to eye. And I'm going to let you feel whatever feelings you have, but I'm going to excuse myself. Because again, the universe, spirit source, is giving us a return on our energy. It's giving us a return on our energy. So it's about how we respond. It's about how we are showing up. It don't have nothing to do with what these people are saying. Not what we receive. We receive what we're putting out. They receive what they're putting out. That's not to say let people walk all over you. That's not to say let people play with you. There's a time and a place to correct some shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying if somebody put their hands on you, be like, oh, turn the other cheek, you know, in Jesus' name. We're not doing that. Now, we don't play them type of games. You know what I'm saying? Somebody come for your kids or something along them lines. Go ape shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't even play like that. It ain't never been sweet like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't get crazy. You know what I'm saying? Don't get cute. Because people will try. They will try your ass. 100%. Don't let their ass get crazy out here. But you'll know, again, going back to intuition, going back to inner self, higher self, you know when somebody deserves a response and when they don't. And 9 times out of 10, they fucking don't. When they say you gotta stoop down to somebody's level, literally, if you start looking at yourself as this spiritual giant, right? The spiritual being who is greater than great. And you start looking at them people where they at down here. For you to even respond, it's almost like you kneeling down. Fuck, who is doing that? fuck is doing that? That's crazy. Especially when it comes to understanding, overstanding that a lot of these people are dedicated to never understanding you, to never trying to get you. They're dedicated to not liking you. They're dedicated to not fucking with you. They're dedicated to making you seem like you're crazy, and they're dedicated to trying to get some type of arousal out of you. Like, when you start really paying attention to some of these motherfuckers, you realize that this was your plan all along, was to try to get me to be in an uproar. Like, you want me to be out here acting crazy. You want me to get out of character. You pride yourself in making me feel like I'm crazy. Like, you really getting a kick out of trying to kick me. And because we have been conditioned to be so emotional, we allow that to happen. Not understanding that we're greater, literally greater than this. And trust me, it's not easy. So I'm not saying that to make it sound like this is just a piece of fucking cake, because bitch is not. Take it from a Gemini's sun, moon, Sagittarius rising. Okay, I got mainly fire and air in my goddamn chart. And when I say, it took me a long time to get this concept. And I'm still working on it. For some days, them twins want a twin. Let me just say. Woo! But when you start looking at shit like, man, what started doing it for me is after everything happened and I done turned up and I done cussed people out and I done went crazy and blah, 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 and whoop, whoop, whoop. After I done all of that, now I'm just sitting here in a whole nother energy, feeling off, energy off, irritated, annoyed, all of the things. And them motherfuckers is over there enjoying their damn life. And I'm mad now. I'm mad. I got a whole attitude. And they just over there just shooting shit. Great day. Fantastic time. Moving on. Figuring out what I'm going to eat today. You know, they just happy as shit. Just living life. My whole energy disturbed. Right, whoop-de-doo. They just having a great time. I'm packing up, y'all, because we about to wrap up. And I got to make it to this gym class. They just happy, excited, and, you know, all the things. And I done cussed them motherfuckers out and really gave them a piece of my goddamn mind. And they could give a shit. They just went back to existing and being happy, go damn lucky. You know? Message received. Gym class for what? Listen. The body is tea. Okay, the body is tea for sure, but we still got some shit to work on. All right, we still got some shit to work on. He said gym class for what? Listen, for damn something, I'll tell you that. Message received. Understood. Overstood. Copy. I want to make sure we all on the same page. Okay, cool. I've done my job. I'm gonna get up out of here. This will be posted on YouTube. I'll post it tonight. If you are part of my bulletin, then you will get a notification that it has been posted. So be on the lookout for that. What else was I going to say? in here. I'll be back on here tomorrow. We'll do another reading to close out the week. This was very short and sweet and to the point, which is how I received it. So I'm glad it came out that way, even with the cards. Very short and sweet and to the point, the point. So yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Be good, light and love. Shout out to everybody who liked, who commented, who shared, who gifted, who stuck around, who just added to the community, added to the environment. Much love to all of you guys. Again, everything will be uploaded tomorrow. Make sure y'all here tomorrow. Today. It'll go live tomorrow. Make sure y'all here tomorrow. Around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is usually when I go live. And we're going to get into our message for the week. All right? Peace.